Did I have magical?
It's a question Lewis Hamilton asked his Mercedes team after he blew a sure podium late on in a dramatic 2021 Azerbaijan Grand Prix on Sunday. The answer, of course, was he did not.
I could have sworn I turned it off.
Hamilton replied as he went straight instead of turning right into turn 1 after he blitzed the restart of the 3-lap sprint race that ended the race in Baku. Sniffing victory, Hamilton simply flicked the wrong switch at the wrong time, and instead of slowing down the Mercedes, he went straight into the escape road. No matter how his team tried to sugarcoat the missed brake markers, it was a rare and also costly mistake by the 7-time F1 world champion. With luckless Max Verstappen out of the running, it may have been wiser to be on the side of a safe result, but that's not how Lewis Hamilton is wired. Nevertheless, points for second place would have ensured he headed to France with a lead of 14 points. Instead, 15th position on Sunday was worth 0 and he heads to round 7 trailing Max by 4 points, as he did before in the race in Baku. Sunday was basically a stalemate. Hamilton explained to reporters in the media pen, saying, quote, "I'm not entirely sure, but I hit some sort of switch. There's a button we have to help keep the front brakes up, and as Perez pulled over, I reacted and accidentally latched on the switch and just locked up and went straight." So what do you think? Will Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes be able to come back and win the championship, or will Red Bull run away with it? Let me know in the comment section below. For the 22-year-old, like all males 18 to 27 years of age, 12-month military service is compulsory in Russia, which might disrupt his journey in the top flight. Mazepin has also been forced to race with a neutral flag thanks to his country's doping shenanigans. The Haas rookie will be expected to attend regular training camps as part of his 1-year conscription, which will be a tough ask for a driver committed to 23 Grand Prix weekends this year. Under the banner of Together Again, the economy of a new reality, during this past week's St. Petersburg International Economic Forum, Uralchem boss and Nikita's deep-pocketed father Dmitry Mazepin told delegates, quote, "Nikita has 23 races and they tell him that he needs to join the army. They told him he had to be present at the training camp regularly. There would be no exceptions. He has a race every 2 weeks. How does he do it? Who do I ask this question to? And I'm not talking about Nikita Mazepin alone, but about everyone, athletes and professionals in the same situation. The issue of education and sports is relevant." If no arrangement is made to accommodate Nikita Mazepin's career in F1, the harsh reality is he might have to miss races when he reports for his military service. Avoiding the universal military obligation or liability for military service is a felony under Russian law and is punishable by up to 2 years of imprisonment. The exceptions are rural doctors and teachers, men who have a child younger than 3 years, and full-time students who graduated from civil university and had military education as a subject. Mazepin ticks none of those boxes. How this pans out remains to be seen. Money talks in most instances, as does influence, but dealing with the military may not be a pushover for the Mazepin camp, who have paid handsomely to have young Nikita on the F1 grid. Lando Norris's penalty for failing to adhere to red flag protocols during qualifying led to McLaren driver taking aim at the FIA. The British F1 driver was annoyed at a lack of empathy from the stewards for a racing driver's situation during such moments, suggesting a reprimand would have been more suitable given he had tried to take the safest option available to him under the circumstances. There is no doubt Norris broke the red flag protocols. After the session had been stopped, the 21-year-old should have returned to the pits as per the regulations, but after some late confusion over team radio, he continued on to start another lap. This was because the light panels only started to illuminate when Norris was within range of the pit entry. He asked over the radio if he should pit because he had not seen the incident on track. He did not know if there was a blockage in the pits. An added complication at Baku is the high closing speed in the pits, guarded by an artificial chicane upon entry due to the long blast from turn 16. Norris decided it was the safest thing to do when touring the circuit one more time. This was taken into account as the stewards exercised a degree of leniency, as they only handed Norris a 3-place grid penalty when he should have been relegated 5. This is the second time a driver has been handed punishment for taking a safe option amidst confusion over neutralized track protocols. Kimi Raikkonen was stripped of points at Imola after failing to regain his position behind the safety car after a spin, with the team believing it was a safer option in wet conditions to remain in the back with marshals potentially on track. Safety is at the forefront of F1 and the FI's innovation, with great work done over the years with the Halo, the survival cell, and other technologies that make the sport a safer environment. Perhaps it is time the way regulations are applied, or maybe even the regulations themselves should reflect these advances. Apart from that, if you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. And I hope you enjoyed the video, hope you have an awesome day, and until next time, bye bye.